a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning, and welcome back. I am Luke Trim, and summer internships, they give students the crucial network experience as they can learn from employers, mentors, industry experts, and much more. This morning, we will be chatting with some representatives from the Tobago Regional Health Authority as we're going to discuss their summer internship program. So a special morning to all of you all.
Good morning.
Thank you very much. Good
And
morning.
how are you all doing this morning?
Very
I'm
well.
Okay, so starting from my far right, I would like you to introduce yourself and we just come down the line.
Okay, certainly. So good morning again. My name is Allison Rambaran-Andrews, and I am currently the hospital administrator at the Roxborough Hospital.
My name is T.R.H.A. I am an intern at the T.R.H.A program.
Good morning. My name is Shanika Adams. I'm also an intern.
Okay, great. So viewers, listeners, if you all didn't know, Shanika and Anthony are actually my very dearest, closest classmates. And it's just an honor to be joined with you all this morning and to see you all thriving and doing good. I love that little Bishopian energy.
No problem.
So starting things off, Miss Allison, can you tell us what this entire internship is about? Because I think is this the first time that this program was kicked off?
Okay,
So tell us a bit
certainly.
about it.
All right. So no, it is not the first time. This program, or something like it, resembling it, is an endeavor that the T.R.H.A started many years ago. For very many reasons, and most recently, COVID being the main reason, we would have suspended the program. This year, however, as we try to return to normalcy and a normal state of operations, we decided to once again jumpstart our summer internship program. And with that, we made a brief presentation to our board of directors, and it received overwhelming support at that level. And here we are.
Okay, great. And Shanika, Miss Allison would have spoke about overwhelming support, and it is my knowledge that over 500 applicants would have applied for this internship program, and 53 were selected. So how did you feel when you got that call? I'm trying to get into contact with Shanika Adams. I'm just here to inform you that you have been accepted to the T.R.H.A summer internship program. How did you feel when you got that news?
I must say I was elated. The T.R.H.A, I knew to have given me the opportunity, the first-hand experience, because I'm currently studying medicine at the University of the West Indies St. Augustine campus. So I knew that the T.R.H.A would be a perfect fit for me. It would allow me to have that real-life experience that I would need in my clinical years and even when I begin my career. So I must say I am very elated and I did enjoy this program.
Oh, that is great. That it's really amazing to hear that you're getting experience in your field, because we know in Trinidad and Tobago it's really difficult to get that experience in the field you're interested in. So Anthony, what about you? How did you feel when you got the news?
When I got the news, I was elated, beyond elated. I was shocked because I was actually doing something for my grandmother at the moment, and I saw her coming with the phone. Hey, I have a phone call. I have a phone call. It's an unregistered number, and unregistered numbers are most time important. As I pick up, it was Miss Allison, and she indicated to me that I was successful in the program, and I just switched. Yes.
That's great. So what is your field of study, and what area were you placed in T.R.H.A?
So my field of study is, I am doing a bachelor's in environmental science and, with psychology. I was placed in the Department of Environment at the T.R.H.A.
So we see another one was placed in the field that they're interested in. So Ms. Allison, it brings me to question, what is the importance of making sure that our youths are placed in that field of their expertise?
All right. So that was something that we held dear to us as we were placing the students, because we believe that it would provide our interns with the most enriching and fulfilling internship. You really don't want to come into a world of work where we are attempting to give you an insight into what it really takes to work and, what that environment is like. And you are placed in an area so remote from your academic endeavors that there is really no meshing, there is no synergy. So I think it is important for students to see where they can be in a few short years. And I think that brings a lot of benefit to our students. So that is something that we attempted to do with all our students. Place them in areas closely affiliated, if not the area of study, with their areas of study.
That's excellent. So Shanika, what was the best part about this internship program for you?
I must say it was taking bloods. As I said, I am studying medicine.
Mhm.
I live for the experience. I live for the first-hand experience. And I got the privilege of taking bloods under the patronage of Dr. Joseph. So
Okay.
Dr. Joseph, I was allowed to shadow her. And she gave me that first-hand experience. So I was able to take bloods. And it was something so enriching to be able to calm the patient down,
Mhm.
but still receive much needed feedback as to where I can improve and where I did go right. And
Okay.
I'm saying that throughout this time, I must say I've learned a lot, and there is no knowledge that has been short. When I say that, I have gained so much that I would say knowledge that cannot be acquired within the classroom, but much so something that you have to experience firsthand. Because you will only learn so much when you are in school, but it makes a difference when you are in the field, because what you learn in book becomes what you are doing in real life. And sometimes you have to adjust what you learn within that school environment to the real life experience. So I would say it was taking bloods.
Okay, great.
I
Taking
love it.
bloods. I could imagine that you were in your glee.
Yes.
So, Anthony, what about you?
For me, it was my placement.
Mhm.
So I was placed under Mr. Anderson McPhee,
Okay.
and he is he was my supervisor basically. And he gave me a lot of first-hand on the job experience. So he never left us in the office. He took us out. He carried us on all his field exercises, so we would learn where the whereabouts, ups and downs of how his department is supposed to be run, how to deal with persons, how to deal with different kinds of employees, and that was invaluable to me. I can't ask for a better experience than that placement.
Okay, great. And Miss Allison, what was your like? I need to hear your perspective about this entire program because I can feel the energy, I can feel the vibe, I can tell it's something that you are genuinely passionate about. So, what was your takeaway from this entire program?
Um, so I see this as the T.R.H.A investing in the T.R.H.A's future as we invest in our youth. I think that this was a really, really good project. My takeaway, it was so interesting to see a bunch of 53 students at the start of this program, June 26th, all nervous and, apprehensive and not knowing what was there for them, and perhaps thinking, well, am I just going to walk around the hospital and do nothing all day? To see where they are today, to see how integrated. They have melded well with all our departments. Sometimes you forget, oh, these are the interns, because you think, okay, this is a new staff member, and you go like that. So I think that is the takeaway, how easy it was for our students to acclimatize to their new environment. And I think, based on what Shanika and Anthony would have said, they are really projecting. They are seeing themselves there in a couple of years, which I think was the goal and the objective of this program. We have met it.
Okay, that's great. So, Shanika, I would just want to ask you, to the youths who would like to apply to the program next year, what are some words of encouragement you would like to give to them?
I would say go there with an open mind. The T.R.H.A is not just limited to the hospital. All fields of study is needed in the T.R.H.A, whether it be IT, whether it be engineering, Anthony's program, environmental studies. Everything has its area in the T.R.H.A. Just come there with an open mind. Even though you don't know what you want to do, go there looking for the opportunity to figure out where's your niche. And once you find your niche, go for it. I went to the T.R.H.A already studying medicine. I know I want to study medicine, but while I was there, especially in one of my facility tours to the hospital, I realized that forensic pathology is my niche.
Yes.
I love forensic pathology. Yes, I knew before when I was in high school, but when I went to that area and I saw the work style there, I knew that is what I want to be. That's where I belong. And that's why I tell everyone, go there with an open mind. You don't have to be a doctor. You don't have to be a nurse. You could be an IT technician. You could be an engineer, anything. But just go there with an open mind, enjoy it, and make new friends. Because at the end of the day, we all have a common goal to reach well in our careers. But just go there and make friends, enjoy. Everything will be well. T.R.H.A is the place to be.
Great. Anthony?
As Shanika said, it also helped me find my niche because I initially just wanted to be an environmental scientist. But after my placement, I think I'll be more geared towards environmental management because it was an experience that impacted me. I like the environment, I like the job, and the way how it was given to me. I appreciate that, so I would work towards that goal now.
Okay,
Yes.
amazing. And Miss Allison?
Yes. So I think that this program has taught us that there's no empty cup, full cup. We have learned from the students as much as I believe that they have learned from us. It was lovely interacting with them over the last 7 weeks. We have just about a week and a half to 2 weeks left in the program. And I think the best is yet to come. We have some interesting activities coming up, and it would culminate in our graduation ceremony. And I really want to say that we have invested in this program. We plan, as of now, to have a repeat next year and only grow in our experiences.
Okay, amazing. So it was a pleasure having you all here
It's
on
great.
the youth show. This was a really informative segment. Yeah, it's a really informative segment. I really hope that next year I could be a part of this amazing internship program. So, viewers, that was the Tobago Regional Health Authority. So we're gonna take a short break and we're gonna come back. So just bear with us. We'll be right back. So remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.
Good morning.
Viewers, we are back chatting with representatives and interns from the T.R.H.A Summer Internship Program. Now, we would have just covered the more detailed aspect of the interview, and now we're going to be taking things from a more visual approach. So we have a little video for you all to view, so let's see what that video is all about.
I hope that you, having experienced the next couple weeks, would change the way you think about your life, would change the way you think about your family's lives, would change the way you think about Tobago. Yes, you're going to learn employment skills. Yes, you're going to learn accounting and human resources and customer service and health related stuff. Yes, you are going to learn that. But you are also going to learn what it takes to be a responsible adult in Tobago. And coming out of that, you are going to be able to take care of you and take care of your families in the future.
The return of this annual July-August internship program is indicative of yet another step in our phased approach to return to normal operations. Collectively, the Board of Directors and Executive Management acknowledge the importance of providing our island's young scholars with opportunity for personal and career development. Hence the theme of this year's program, Investing in Youth, Building with Us. This theme lays expectation for both you and the authority. It is expected that as we invest in each of you through hands-on experience and skills training, that you in turn assist us in our quest to provide the very best healthcare experience to our patients.
You will understand how an organization such as the T.R.H.A works. You will see many times persons on the television complaining in the media, we didn't get this service. We came in an emergency and we wait how long? Or this service is not available in Tobago. And a lot of people make all these fantastic conclusions as to why these things are happening. You have the opportunity to understand how an organization works, how this organization works, how healthcare is delivered in Tobago.
So some of you all are going to be at the hospital, some of you all are going to be in health centers, and some of you all are going to be at the head office. So you get an interchange of how it connects. As someone said before, sometimes what you do and also what you do not do impacts on someone's life. So you need to take what you're doing here very seriously. It may seem like, you just come to get a little stipend and you dip your foot into the world of work, but you're going to be exposed to real projects that have an impact, real data collection that has an impact. It's going to be, transposed nationally. So put your best foot forward. If you do not know, you do not understand, ask a question. That's why we are here, to help you all learn and grow. And I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you all enjoy this program and take it back to wherever you are when they see you with your little thing. Where's that, T.R.H.A, the hospital in Tobago, ting. Nice. So welcome and have a good day.
That was a very interesting video. It was very informative. And I would have taken away from the CEO, Mr. Alexander, he would have noted that it's only until you get to work in the hospital you see what really happens in the background. And I could have related to that because as an employee at T.R.H.A, it wasn't until I started working there I understood, okay, this is what happened at accident and emergency. This is what happens when you want to get some record, some type of medical record. So, Shanika, I would like to get your perspective before and after, before joining T.R.H.A and after you joined T.R.H.A, what was the difference?
I must say before, I had this idealistic mindset that everything goes well.
Mm-hmm.
Everything runs smoothly. But sometimes we may encounter some challenges and you have to know how to adapt to that environment. So that's what I would take away from this experience, that nothing is ideal.
Okay.
And we have to work with what is available with us, to us, and how we're going to best deal with the situation when it comes about.
Okay. So, Anthony, what was your perspective? Like, what was your thought about everything environmental before the hospital, and what is the perspective you have now that you have gotten the experience, the hands-on experience?
Well, I thought environmental would have just been the trees, the grass, you know. But after getting the experience, I realized that it was way more than that. It was a lot more management involved in the environmental sector than it just being cut the street, cut the lawn, make sure the lawn looking nice. You had to make sure everyone is functioning to optimum capacity so that the other staff can function at their optimum capacity to provide the best services for the customers.
Okay, that's great. And Miss Allison, during the introduction video that we just saw, the introductory video we just saw, we would have seen that there's a variety of students. So my question is there was a certain percent of med students or a certain percent of this type of students? Let us get the demographic of the students that were there.
Okay, so let me start by saying, as you would have alluded to, we had well over 500 applicants, and we selected 53. Of course, it's a finite number. We can't accommodate everyone.
Yes.
So we selected 53, and from that pool, we would have assigned students to various areas in our primary healthcare setting and the 2 secondary healthcare facilities that we have on the island. In so doing, in the selection process, we did not ascribe a set number of places to doctors or nurses. We had, a variety of students applying different areas of study. So we applied, a few criteria to the selection process. One of them being we had, of course, the cutoff point with the numbers. So once we would have selected the students, we placed them throughout our facilities, and we have a wide variety of students with us. We have an architect, we have a vet, we have somebody who is doing speech and language therapy, we have accountants, auditors, IT specialists, not only doctors and nurses. Of course, we have people who are doing medicine, psychology, Shanika wants to do pathology, environmental studies, so it spans almost every academic field. So our selection process was not limited to what students are studying. We applied a different criteria to select our 53 and then place the students.
Okay, that's great. And Shanika, I will have to ask you, well, this is your opportunity right now to big up the people that you would have met, the people you would have networked, because that world of work, it gives you that opportunity to network with people, to be your mentors. So this is your opportunity to big them up and just see how they would have impacted your journey.
I must say thank you, Dr. Joseph. There were many doctors I worked alongside, but I will just pinpoint Dr. Joseph, Dr. Charles, and Dr. Nathaniel Duke. Dr. Duke, Dr. Charles, and Dr. Joseph helped me a lot to understand that this field of medicine would have its challenges, but you have to be passionate about it. If you are going there for the monetary benefits, you will not last. There's many to learn. Knowledge is not confined to the classroom. A lot of what you will learn will be on the field. So go there with an open mind, be passionate about it, be serious about it, and understand that it's person's lives we are dealing with. Yes.
Anthony?
I would like to say thank you to Mr. McPhee, Jessica, which is his assistant, and Director McCasey. They all gave me the necessary knowledge, and they imparted the leadership qualities that I would most likely use in the future to better myself as a person and to help lead the future citizens of Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay, so Miss Allison, tell us a bit about the pictures we're seeing here on the screen.
All right. So every Friday, each Friday of the week we had the weeks we had the students, we did capacity building and skills training.
Okay.
So we would have removed them from their area of work and we took them into another setting. So we toured our facilities, the many facilities we had. We exposed them to our T.R.H.A facility, our green room facility up at the fort, the hyperbaric chamber at the Roxborough Hospital, our dialysis services. Right, this is Mr. Hines, as I was mentioning, the hyperbaric services, and this is at Roxborough. We showed them our dialysis units, our oncology unit. This is actually the chamber, so you're getting a live shot.
Okay.
So these are pictures that you are seeing sort of capture those Fridays when we took the students out to get much needed practical experience and exposure.
I think I remember seeing that cluster of purple jerseys
Yes,
in the hospital.
around, yes, certainly.
So, Shanika, were you there at the hyperbaric chamber?
Yes.
So tell us, what was that experience? What was that like for you?
The hyperbaric chamber, I was firstly exposed to it when I first arrived at Roxborough. So I got the experience before a bunch of us.
Okay.
And I remember talking to the nurse here, who was on the picture, and she gave me the opportunity to play. I not play, but operate the chamber. And at first, it is very intimidating.
Yes.
But when she sat there and explained fully what it is, I understood the benefits of this hyperbaric chamber. It's something that I was not aware of, but I see vast potential for it as Tobago develops. And I must say, the hyperbaric chamber, it may look all scary, but once you understand it, understand the importance of it and how it benefits patients, especially who have diabetes, if you have bends, like divers, things like that. So it has its benefits, and I must say I enjoyed it thoroughly. It's something that's needed in Tobago, and it's something that even though I love forensic pathology, I'm always looking for new opportunities, and this hyperbaric facility is something that I really do have an interest in and something I'll look into further.
Okay, great. And Anthony, Fridays with the T.R.H.A. From the pictures I saw, it looked like every Friday, like it was an excellent way to bring in the weekend. So what were the Fridays with T.R.H.A. like for you?
The Fridays with T.R.H.A. all were eventful, all were impactful. They had no knowledge was wasted. They only gave us things that we would use, things like planning, money management, nutrition, their leadership session specifically. That was a very important one to teach youths to stand up for yourself, speak out, ask questions, be heard. Don't be afraid to be on the forefront. So that's what it was like.
Okay, great. And Miss Allison, what were the Fridays like? Were you there for the Fridays?
Almost every Friday.
So tell me, what was it like for you?
All right. So the Fridays I was able to observe our interns being engaged at another level. And they certainly opened up. Anthony spoke about the leadership session. We had sessions from the business development unit. It was so interesting to see how many entrepreneurs we have in this group. And our business development unit spoke, succinctly to them. They now understand what assistance they can get to go out there and make a mark. We had Director McCasey, who, well, of course, he's one of our board directors. And it was phenomenal to have the input of a board member in our skills and capacity building sessions. So they were phenomenal sessions. Look, you're seeing it right now. Very interactive, fun, educational, and I hope that it really has a lasting impression on the students.
Okay, great. And Miss Allison, wrapping up, is there anyone you would like to thank at this moment?
Certainly. So I welcome the opportunity to say, firstly, thank you to our board of directors and our chairman, Chrislyn Moore, Director McCasey. He's our Director of Human Resources on our board. I also want to extend gratitude to our CEO, Mr. Garth Alexander, and our General Manager of Human Resources, Suzanne Oliveri-Bola. They were all very intimate with this program, and throughout the 7-8 weeks, they have lent us their support and their leadership and their commitment to making this a success. I also need to say thank you to the team that worked behind the scenes to put all of this together. Now, I am not the team lead here. The team lead, you would have seen her in one of the clips. It is Alicia Davis Guerra. And unfortunately, she cannot be here, hence I am deputizing. So I want to just take a minute to say thank you to all those persons who volunteered their time, their skills, and their services to make this a most memorable and learning experience. So I want to just identify Suan, Simabu from purchasing, Petunia from finance, our administrative help, Jamila, Nadia, Cleo. I hope I'm not forgetting anyone. But I just want to say, for the overwhelming support, we are very thankful.
All right, Miss Allison. So once again, I want to thank you all for joining us here today. This was a very informative, visual interview. I think it was fun. I actually really enjoyed it. So viewers, that was the T.R.H.A. Summer Internship Program. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. So just remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.